Hey, hey. Give us Bloodborne. That was terrible, I'm sorry. This one. We're back with Bloodborne. We're doing the rest of the Forbidden Woods today, and hopefully some other stuff. We'll see what all I can accomplish in 3 hours. Since we're going to do the Forbidden Woods, I'll go ahead and drop a content warning for snakes. Because we're gonna be seeing so many snake enemies. It's just wall to wall snakes. If you're not okay with that, I'm sorry. There's nothing I can do about it. They're just going to be everywhere. I will try and kill them as soon as I can, but you know, it's gonna be a whole thing. I do apologize. Hey Volter, bye Volter. Did at least get the shortcut elevator last time. So we can start off with Snake Hell immediately. Yeah, I'm gonna put Gascoigne stuff back on. I like the fashion more. And plus we have a full stock of antidotes anyway. At least we can two-shot the nests. Okay. This is the highest I can get the threaded cane at the moment. I don't think I have any bloodstone chunks, which are weirdly difficult to come by. Okay, well, I didn't want any of that, but I got it. Just for me. I'm gonna check that real quick. Yeah, no chunks. That's unfortunate. But such is the way of things here in the Forbidden Woods, as opposed to the perfectly inviting woods, where you can have a nice summer vacay with your kids. Hey Paarl, thanks for tuning in. You're just in time for Snake Hell, so I hope you're ready for that. I'm just gonna let him walk over that way. Are there any snakes up here? No, I think I got him. I don't want any obstructions when I sneak up on this dude. Because if I don't kill him fast enough, his head will explode into snakes. Nobody wants that, least of all me. I do want those blood vials, though. I'll take those. I've said this before, but the threaded cane swings a lot slower than you'd think it would. It looks very light. I guess it's because it's holding on this whip. Hello, friends. I have terrible news. You're all dead. Also, these horrible snake nests can be very difficult to spot sometimes. Until they're right up on you. I'll take that. Some free insight, should I need it. Those are big snakes. They're like the smaller snake nest enemies, but, you know, big. Ow, fuck off. Made me swear. No, no, no. Yeah, hopefully we'll get to Byrgenwerth today. We'll see. The boss at the end of this area is kind of hard, for reasons that will make themselves abundantly clear as soon as we get to it. Yeah. These games always have at least one of those. I did not dodge that at all. Shout out to the range on the threaded cane, which I keep wanting to call the sword cane. That's not the name. It's the threaded cane. Things have names, and names mean things. No, it's not. Oh, piss off. I mean, yes, it is a sword. That's why I call it the sword cane, but it's not the name. That's what I'm getting at. Also, thank you for tuning in, GB. I appreciate it. Take those. Alright, so my current plan is I'm going to go through this place and scoop up all the items. And then once I've done that, I will make a second run that ignores all the enemies and goes straight for the boss. Could you come just a little bit closer, please? That was way too early. This is annoying. Shout out to the threaded cane. Okay, if I just circle around it... That is not what circling around it means. I got caught up on some environmental nonsense. Don't like getting stunned for a million years every time one of them hits me. Somehow I didn't get poisoned and all that. I'll take it. There's an item down there, but I don't want to drop down that way. I don't want to take unnecessary fall damage. Her shows are on. She can't miss her shows. Right. There's two of them down there. And ah! Shit! Okay. The important thing is we're not dead. God. I extremely almost died. Thanks to this asshole. Yeah, her shows are on, that's what I said. Okay, I'm gonna... Shh! Damn it! I just barely was not in range. Oh, this sucks. This is not going how I wanted at all. This is working out pretty okay, though. This thing has way more range than you think it does. Ah! Do not let the snake man grab you. Jesus Christ. This is why I'm doing a second run just to get to the boss, because I'm going to use up all of my blood vials at this point. That's adorable. Okay, I have 5 Molotovs and 1 oil urn. Let me get rid of you first. And all of... Oh! Jesus! Maybe I shouldn't attract every single enemy in the area. I might want to think about that particular strategy. You say that, but like rabbits are cute though. Can't hit me through environmental obstruction, nerd. I handled that pretty okay, I think. Alright. Ow. That's some damage. Yo, let's go. That worked out pretty well. How am I going to handle this? I know how I'm going to handle this. Oh, this is super easy, actually. Hey, Bloodborne players. I have a cheese for you. You just have to, you know, execute it properly. There we go. Real gamer hours over here. Thanks for the rune, I'll be going now. more of them. There's always more of them. And it's harder to fight them when they're wedged in corners like that. Yes. It's extremely accurate. Beware of pincer attack. We haven't gotten to them yet. We'll get to them. The pigs aren't really a big deal. Well, they're not as big a deal as, you know, Snake Hell. Snake Hell! It's a hell of snakes! Right, there's one up here. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Chibi. It's very unfortunate. Let me just give this boar a colonoscopy real quick. There we go. I thought Florida had, like, alligators. That's news to me. Ugh. Screw off, dude. These guys can call more snakes if they want. It's really annoying. Actually, I'm gonna keep the whip out. There we go. Nice and easy. Excuse me? That doesn't sound very pleasant at all. Can you, like, turn around, please? Okay, that wasn't so bad. Got hit once. God, it is so easy to get turned around here. It's like that, though. Doing some lawn maintenance, as one does. That sounds really dangerous. Oops. There we go. Not even guarding anything, just here to be a nuisance. Cool, thanks, I love it. Oh, that's fair. Not yet. There's a section of this place you can get to by, like, jumping across a gap. Over here, I think? Yeah. Just barely made that. We have the Grave Guard set. Might as well put that on since we just picked it up. Mask of Doors, Grave Guard of the Forbidden Woods. His pale countenance mimics the Labyrinth Watchers. Willem kept 2 loyal servants back at Byrgenwerth. When they were sent into the Labyrinth, they encountered the Eldritch Truth and went mad. One became the password gatekeeper, while Dora's became a graveguard of the forest. Both remained loyal, even in madness. The defense is just straight up worse all across the board. Except for Bolt. But I look like this now, so, you know. Alright, we'll wear this for a little bit. I don't typically use this set at all. But I gotta demo the fashion. What is what on the butt? It's like a jar or a flask of something. Where is anything in this area? Jesus. It's so twisty. I'll just leave you be. Into your own devices. Hey, bud. Yeah, this thing's got some deceptive range. Love that for me. Wait, what? Is this the other shortcut? It is! Oh my god. Have I ever found this? Because, like, technically it exists, but... Oh, man. Maybe I did on my very first playthrough and I've just forgotten about it afterwards. That'll make boss run backs easier. in the event of my untimely demise. Oh, hello. These things, they do have a name, but you don't officially learn what that is until later. Right, the ones with tentacles can shoot magic at you, which is annoying. Alright. Ah! Jesus Christ. You can stop that now. Rick. I usually like drop down from above and ambush these guys so that they don't have any time to do any of that shit. For story reasons, this kind of feels like something like seeing these enemies for the first time. I feel like it should give you a point of insight. Because, like, they ain't natural. And, like, granted, neither are the snake dudes, but even still. And yes, it's supposed to. You're supposed to be bewildered at their existence. Thanks. Uh-oh. I think this boar has, like, no peripheral vision. I tried to say periphery and peripheral at the same time. Didn't work out so hot. You gonna come over here, bud? No? Okay. Oh, damn it. Dodged directly into that. How did that even count? Whatever. I'll take it. Thank you for exploding into those blood vials. Appreciate it. Appreciate the top off. I love missing all of that. I was trying to say there were dudes under here, so I'm trying to be cautious. Largely ineffectual dudes, but... yeah, I'm not sure why they make that noise when you hit them, it's weird. Not a bad weird, just weird. That's one way of putting it, I suppose. Oh, did he see me? Yeah, he saw me. Alright. My man's done in by environmental geometry. About to be done in by hubris. It's fine. I don't know what you mean. Innocent smiley face. Listen, the pig started it. That was self-defense. I do not want to summon Henrik at this time. That was stupid. It worked, but it was stupid. I do not want to summon the younger Madara's twin at this time either. Yeah, really. Okay, I think that's all the items here. I think. I'm gonna check the upper areas a little bit, just to make doubly sure. I think I've got everything. At least that I remember. Yeah, I don't see anything that I don't have. That's fine. Alright. Let's go back to that other shortcut. That was not an item. Let's go back to that other shortcut and get back to the Hunter's Dream. Spend all these blood echoes, do some levels. Change out of this outfit. I'm just gonna put this back on. I forgot the Z was here. Man me the snakest man snake that you can. Back to the dream! Alright, I don't know how many tries this boss is gonna take me, but it's probably gonna be more than one.
Welcome home, good hunter. I must have drifted off. What is it you desire?
I desire stats.
Very well, let me stand close. good hunter. May you find your worth in the waking world.
Thanks, bye. Dang. Do I have anything better for this? No. What's my rune situation look like? Higher blood vials, increased defense, visceral attacks get more blood echoes. I think I'll replace that with anti-clockwise. There we go. A little bit more stamina to work with. I don't have any bolt paper. Can I buy bolt paper? No. Can I get bolt paper at the Bath Messenger Insight shop? No, not yet, anyway. Just have to deal with that, I suppose. Alright. It's boss time, soon as we get to it. Probably gonna struggle a bit, I always do. Hi Volter, bye Volter. Ladies, don't you hate it when your clothing clips into your body? Excuse me. Are you tired of your clothes clipping into your physical body? I don't have a joke to finish the rest of that fake infomercial. I just wanted to say that. Hello, Mr. Boar. Bye, Mr. Boar. Yes, yes. Make your noises. You won't stop me. I'm not sure how useful that second shortcut is, to be honest. It feels like I have to do about as much running as I would if I just took the first shortcut. Anyway, boss time. It's the Shadows of Yharnam. There are 3 of them. That's the whole reason why this boss is hard. And they're constantly gunning for you. Ah! God, that was lucky. Ah! You want to try and keep them all on screen as much as possible, so you know when to dodge their attacks. And you definitely want to get rid of the dude with the katana first. Well, two of them have katanas. The one with just the katana. How the hell did we both miss? I'll take it. And also the terrain can block some of the homing fireballs, which is definitely fair. And I'm in a corner. And I'm dead. Backed myself into a corner and died. You heartless pricks. I'm gonna try just taking the first shortcut and see how long it takes me to run to the boss. We'll test this out for science, live on air. Yeah, I about expected that to happen, so I'm not upset. Hi, Volter. Bye, Volter. I'm doing pretty decent damage to him. It's just, you know, getting hit by all of their wombo combos at the same time is not good for your health. Excuse me, fellas. Excuse me, pardon me. Coming through. Got a boss appointment to keep. Don't mind me. Ow. Piss off. Yeah, I don't know. I guess using the second elevator is technically faster, but it doesn't feel that way. I'm not sure I can explain it adequately. It feels vague and finicky even to me, but... Okay, second attempt. Surely this one will go better. It doesn't feel faster. I don't know how else to say it. It just doesn't feel faster to me, even though it technically is. Oh, piss off, fireball guy. Nah. Will you step off for 2 seconds, fireball guy? You're pissing me off. Got some hits off on the other dude. Don't care about my blood echoes, there was like 100 of them. Nah! Somehow that fire didn't hit me. I'll take it. Jesus Christ. Do not back myself into a corner this time. Okay, snake time. They're stronger now, and also that one's sword is just on fire, which is cool. And the fireball one has bigger fire, well, not bigger fireballs, but they can, like, throw them up into the air. It's nasty. Okay, that's one. The fight does get easier, the fewer of them are left. No. Shit. Shit. Ah. Okay. Okay, that's two of them. Just me and you, asshole. Jesus Christ. Oh, God, I forgot he could do that. How's it feel to get trapped in a corner, huh, asshole? He didn't like that too much. Shit. Do not die this close. Goodbye. Two try Shadows of Yharnam, I'll take it. And I guess I'll take my Blood Echoes. Okay, we're not moving on just yet. There's a couple other things I want to do first. You know, technically, I guess you could say that was 3 snakes in a trench coat. Also, hello, Ravenoff. Thanks for tuning in.
Welcome. Very well. Let me stand close.
More health.
Farewell, good hunter. May you find your worth.
Thank you. Okay. Actually, first we're gonna go say hey to Gilbert. Haven't talked to him in a hot minute. He has more stuff to say as time progresses. Not much, but, you know, a little bit. No reason not to, certainly. Gilbert, my sweet boy. You poor soul.
Have I heard of Byrgenwerth? Afraid I can't say that I have. The locals aren't apt to share any local history. I'm afraid I may not be of help for much longer. And...
Sorry, bud. He's going through it. Not doing so hot. I don't think milk is going to help in this case. Let me check for Mr. Man real quick. Okay. Cameron's not here right now. You've reached the residence of Gearman, the first hunter. He's not here right now. Leave a message after the tone. Beep. Before we move on past the Shadows of Yharnam boss room, we're going to look around the Hypogean jail more fully. I was planning to come here after that boss fight, but then I died to a kidnapper earlier, like way early. Joke's on you, idiot. I wanted that to happen. Goodbye. Nightmarish rituals crave a newborn. Find one and silence its harrowing cry. I wonder what that could possibly mean. Oops. Oops. There we go. Ooh, the moon rune. I want to go... Actually, I'm going to go put that on right now. The moon rune gets you more blood echoes from defeated enemies. So it's very good for leveling up faster. And it is worth interrupting our trip there just to put it on. And I think instead of this, I want to put on that, for reasons that will make themselves clear later. Exactly. Oh, actually. We'll wear Henrik's duds while we're there. I think this armor set has the highest bolt resist in the game out of all the equipment sets, which will be very important for later. But also the fashion is important, as always. Nice going, idiot. I don't know why those enemies in particular are so loud, but they are. Also, we're already in this area, so we'll investigate the outside environs first. I hope you like the creepy diegetic singing. Alright, that's enough of that. Somehow I missed. This is fine. Oh, good, Revenant. Oh, you prick. Alright, quit with the dramatics. there are a lot of these covered mirrors in here, and I'm not entirely sure what that's about. Probably means something, but hell if I could tell you what. We'll poke around in here later. Got more stuff to look at outside. Excuse me. Peed. Behold, a pale blood sky. Sky looks fine to me. I don't see the problem here. Aha. Nothing but falls here, indeed. Reeks of item, but nothing but grief here. That's pretty good. It's fine. Bad idea, bud. Ooh, some free wallpaper. I'll take that. Not gonna put it on, but I'll take it. I'm not sure you did, but that does make sense. There's a lot of dogs around here. Arf, 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 arf. They aren't being very good puppies right now. Sorry, had to do it. Wouldn't settle down. Where the piss? Quit! Jesus Christ. Poor showing on my part. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That was not the best way to go about that. Okay. I'll take that. God, this is a disaster. But I'm not dead. Give me the Tonitrus so I can go. The Tonitrus is a fun weapon. It's a mace whose quote-unquote transform is just you applying a bolt buff to it. So you technically have free bolt paper whenever you want, but doing that transform attack wears down its durability really, really fast. So the Tonitrus is like the one weapon you need to worry about durability for. Yes, you pronounce it Tonitrus? I don't... Anyway, here's the Yahar'gul set. We'll give a look to it. We'll take a look at it. Pretty cool. The Hunters of Yahar'gul answer to the village's founders, the School of Mensis. Hunters in name only, these kidnappers wear their black hoods low to shadow their eyes. This helm is made of metal, a rarity for hunter garb, and has high defense, but only against physical attacks. It does indeed have very bad resistance to everything else. So I don't tend to wear it. But the fashion, though. Closed. Not locked, but closed. Interesting. We'll be back here later. Okay, back inside now. This is not the right way back inside. I'm very smart. Maybe it wouldn't hurt to get a little bit more stamina. Maybe. Right, we've been in here before. Pretty sure there are 2 kidnappers in this room. Ah! Christ, yep, there's 2 of them. Kidnapper jump scare. Get over here, you dickheads. I am, but not on this trip. I'm a little low on blood vials for my liking. Unless I just happen to pick up enough to fully restock, but I don't think that's gonna happen. That's fine. Yeah, that way's Boss Town, but not right now. Thanks, I will remember Torch. This is where you get sent after getting kidnapped, I think. Yeah, we've read this before. Madmen toil surreptitiously in rituals to beckon the moon. Uncover their secrets. I'm checking.
Oh, merciful God, help me.
Yes.
In the name of the healing church.
cleanse us of this horrible dream.
Alright, so this poor woman is not having a good time.
Oh, please leave me be. Don't take me, please. Oh, please, dear gods.
And she doesn't really want to talk to us, but if we wear an outfit that signifies us as being a member of the healing church, she will change her tune.
Ah, by your garb, the healing church. You've come to save me. Oh, thank you, dear saint. I have no words to express my relief. You can take this, at least.
Thanks.
It's sure to please an upstanding member of the church like you. Oh, thank you so much, dear gods. Thank you so much. I was seized on the street by a hulking brute in the cathedral ward and locked up here. There
Yep,
were
that
many
sounds about
others,
right.
but they've been taken away. And I've heard moans echoing in the distance ever since. So, the hunt is on tonight. Then the streets are perilous, and every door will be shut tight. Perhaps it isn't my place to ask, but do you know somewhere that might take me in?
As a matter of fact,
Oh, thank you so much. I'll set out as soon as I can. I pray for success on your hunt, kind hunter. I'll set out a kite.
thanks. Alright. I think that's everything here. Minus the boss, so we'll head back to the Hunter's Dream real quick, restock on supplies, get a couple levels in. You know how it is. To be fair, she was kind of kept there by the ever-looming threat of the kidnappers. They're beefy boys. They can throw you around real good. It's like I wouldn't want to mess with them either.
Welcome home. What is it you desire? Very well, let me stand close.
There we go.
Farewell, good hunter. May you find your worth in...
I'm sure you could, Paarl. Gehrman? No. Gehrman isn't here right now. Leave a message after the tone. I apologize for my very bad Cockney accent. I know it's bad. Alright. Time to go fight us a boss. This might go super quick, or it might take me a few tries. We'll see. I usually do it at this point, so I'm kind of over-leveled for it, but he still hits pretty hard, even with bolt resistance. I'll take your word for that, Chibi, because I haven't watched The Simpsons and I'm not about to start. Go away, dude. Not interested. Not interested. I am not interested in summoning Defector Antal at this time. See that pile of bones over there? It's more than just a pile of bones. Sorry, Paarl, I gotta beat up your boyfriend. Kind of a messy fight. Kind of easy to hit him with the whip, though. Why would you do that twice in a row? They say is that. That was like really easy with the whip. Normally it's like hard to hit him at all, but like whip's real good. I don't know what else to say. We'll get a level up or two at the Hunter's Dream real quick. And then we are going right back to that boss arena. For reasons.
Welcome home. What is it you desire? Very well, let me stand close.
Need a drink real quick. There we go.
Farewell, good hunter. May you find your worth.
Gonna spend some insight real quick. Just to get it below 15. Oh good, now I can buy bolt paper, now that I have the Spark Hunter badge. That's nice. And a Tonitrus if I somehow missed the other one. I think I'm good though, yeah. Right. I think the lantern's over here. This thing I'm about to do should work. If you spawn here, and then go all the way back up Yhar'gul, Jesus. If you spawn here and go all the way back up Old Yharnam to the Gatling gun guy, you should be able to talk to him peacefully without having to fight him. I tried doing this from the Bloodstarved Beast lamp on a different file, but it didn't work, so I'm doing what I know, and what I know is this. Listen, I'm not a very smart bird. I'm just a stubborn one. God, speaking of which, would someone be willing to help me transfer some art onto my PS4? Because I want to replace the avatar of Emil there with, where am I going? This is not the right way. Where are the stairs? Here are the stairs. Like, I've tried that, but it doesn't work. Like, nothing I've tried works. I've tried hooking up external hard drives. I've tried matching up... I've tried, you know, Bluetooth matching with my phone and my laptop. I've done basically everything you can think of, but Nothing has worked. Local bird stuck inside church. It's true. This should work. I don't want to have to kill this dude. Hey buddy, you gonna be nice? He's nice. I tried doing this like I tried doing this on my New Game Plus file like as soon as I killed the Bloodstarved Beast, but maybe you have to kill Paarl first. Or maybe it has to be nighttime first. I'm not sure. Anyway, you don't have to kill this man. You can spare him.
Well, well. How did you get in here? It's no matter. What brings you to Old Yharnam? I've no interest in matters further up. But you must not disturb this place. The beasts do not venture above, and mean no harm to anyone. If you still insist on hunting them, then I will hunt you first. You understand me?
I get you loud and clear. Relax, we don't have to fight.
Yes, very good. I no longer dream, but I was once a hunter too. There's nothing more horrific than a hunt. In case you fail to realize, the things you hunt, they're not beasts. They're people. One day you will see. It's time you got going. But first, a farewell gift. I have no use for it anyway.
Thank you.
What is it? Surely I need not repeat myself. Go, I say. You have the whole night to dream. Make the best of it.
Alright, see you, bud. Oh, you just have to see Paarl? You don't have to defeat him? That's interesting. Alright. There is an NPC hunter over there, but I'm way stronger now, so I'm gonna go fight him and not have to worry about the Gatling gun. Hey, bud. Interesting, he's got the whip too, it looks like. No, he has the saw spear.
You devious rat. The makings of a true hunter, this lass. Very well. Then there's no need to hold back. The beasts will feast tonight.
Wait, what? Oh my god, I didn't know that. I'm so sorry. I messed up. I'm so stupid. That's fine, you can live. I don't need the blood echoes, I'm just gonna go now, bye. Listen, I never said I was smart, alright?
You did the makings of...
I'm so stupid. I didn't think they were friends. I thought he was just a random... I thought that guy was just a random hunter in PC. I didn't know they were friends. Jesus. Get off my back. Anyway. I'm going to Oedon Chapel. Talking to the church lady. Oh my god. That's fine. I have no reason to ever go back to Old Yharnam again. It's fine. They can both live. They can both live. They'll be mad at me forever, but I'm not going to kill them. It's fine. It's fine. Hello, friend.
Oh, the hunter. Alive and well at that.
Uh-huh.
Another one you sent made it here safe and sound. This place is a haven now for so many, thanks to you. I'm overjoyed, really, that you'd even give me the time of day. I don't suppose there's anybody out there worth saving anymore, but you did all you could. And so many owe you so much. Amazing, really. Not because you're a hunter, but because you're you.
I like him too. He's great. I wish he had a name.
Makes me think. Once dawn breaks, maybe I can just, start over. Makes it easier to bear all of this, you see. You've made life easier. Thank you.
Anyway, I got sidetracked by being a bird-brained idiot, but I was going to say I want to replace my icon up in the top right corner with one of my persona, but I need to figure out how to get that on my PS4. I was just complaining about that. Anyway.
If you please, kind hunter, when the night of the hunt passes, suppose we could be friends? Maybe? Now, I know I hardly deserve it, but, well, I had to just ask, Out of line. Yes, perhaps so. But, well, give it a thought. If you wouldn't mind, of course.
Oh, buddy, we're already friends.
Once the night of the hunt, give it a thought.
Hey, Ariana, how you doing?
Oh, hello. Sorry, dear, you're much too eager. I've only so much blood, okay?
Fair enough.
Oh, there you are. You're early, dear. Is anything the matter? You can always tell me. Mother will make everything better. What's wrong? Anything you'd like to tell me?
Well, you see, I accidentally made an enemy of two separate people.
Oh my, you poor thing. But don't you worry. This will help you forget. Forget your troubles. Forget your cares.
The implications of this are worrying. You can, talk to this old lady a few separate times to get sedatives. And then eventually she'll run out and be like, "Oh, I've got to go get supplies. You want me to go get them?" And if you say yes, she'll die in the streets. So I'm not going to do that.
I'll spare you one nugget of advice. Beware the Lady of the Night. I can see it in her eyes. She deeply resents the young saint. She hears people whisper. She knows what people think of her. Yes. She despises the saint for having what she doesn't. Bloody wench, they should have moved her on ages ago.
This is blatantly untrue. He's just trying to stir the pot.
Give it a rest, please. I've no time for your petty lies. And what? I can't...
Oh, it's the second time she goes out. Okay, well, I'm not gonna put an old woman in danger for no reason.
Oh, brave hunter. You're alive. Thank you very much.
Ponytail sisters, let's go!
The town is in disarray, but there are still people here. Together we await the help of the healing church. I cannot begin to express my gratitude to you. The only thing that I can offer is my own lowly blood, if it would suffice.
So you can only have one vial of either Ariana's or this lady's blood. I think her name is Adella. But if you get blood from Ariana, I think 3 times while they're both in the church, She's gonna kill her. So, you know, be careful with that. Be very careful with that. Actually... Oh, does she? That's interesting. Okay. Now we're gonna move on. Just wanted to get all that stuff out of the way first. Because once you beat the boss of this next area, the world state is going to advance irrevocably. Thought you could get me? Think again. I was ready for that shit. Don't like the looks of those. Yeah, I will say, blanket consent warning. If you're arachnophobic or have trypophobia, proceed with caution. The enemies here are deeply unpleasant for both of those reasons. That gate's locked, so no use going over there. I do not want to summon him at this time. Somehow that worked out. I'll take it. Paarl, I'm not sure what kind of friends you're hanging out with, but I would maybe be a little bit wary. Where'd he go? There you are. He's coming. Take a lot of dang hits. Oh, I need to put bone marrow ash on for reasons that will be apparent. Oh, it's a brain sucker. Bye. Right. You see that thing, right? Shit! Get off! Get off! Get off! Get off! Get off! Get off! Oh, that's bad. Run! 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 Ah. shit! Get off! Oh, this is bad. Frenzy sucks. If it procs, you just instantly lose 80% of your health. And it's 80% of your max health, so if you're not at full, there's a very good chance you'll just die when it procs. Anyway, this thing, it can shoot fireballs. But if you use a bone marrow ash and shoot it in the head, you'll deal a lot of damage. The Great One's wisdom we just picked up is similar to the Madman's knowledge, but it grants 2 insight instead of 1, which is nice. Oh, I got that pipe cleaner. Oh, some free sedative, thank you. Sedative will reset your frenzy bar back to 0 before it fills up. Very useful in certain situations. Only a few enemies inflict frenzy, but they're very deadly enemies, so, you know. Oh, Pearl Slug, thanks. That's Chalice Dungeon stuff. Not too worried about that with this character. There's an NPC up here. Yeah, beware of Hunter. And she's got the threaded cane too. And she can do that. Shit! Damn it. You can hit her out of that spell, but you have to be quick about it. I was not quick about it. I need a drink. Also, I forgot to say my joke I had planned out when I first got here. Born on a mountain, raised in a cave. Bergen and Wergen is all that I crave. Let me grab my tendies real quick. Hey, bud. I should not be fighting her up here. This is a bad idea. Good riddance. Whew. That's fair. She's very tough. When the red moon hangs low, the line between man and beast is blurred. And when the great ones descend, a womb will be blessed with child. Don't like the sound of that at all. Anyway, this door's locked. We gotta find a key. We can put this on real quick, but... Uniform of the students of Byrgenwerth, a bygone institute of learning. Features a thick cape. The Healing Church has its roots in Byrgenwerth, and naturally borrows heavily from his uniform design. The focus not on knowledge or thought, but on pure pretension would surely bring Master Willem to despair if only he knew. The student set is more for silly cosplay purposes, not very good as armor. There's the key. There's a bit more stuff up here. Including an enemy. Nice. I talked about that thing we just picked up in my my Chalice dungeon run last week. That will apply an arcane buff to your weapon, which is pretty neat. But I need an arcane set of like 15 to be able to use it, and I don't want to sink that many levels into it right now. I also don't want to fight this boss without a full arsenal, so I'm going to... head back to the Hunter's Dream real quick. The lantern's right over here. Hello. Goodbye. Oh. Go away, dude. Nobody cares about what you're selling. Ugh. So rude.
Welcome home. What is it you desire? Very well. Let me stand close.
Man, this is a Wendy's.
Farewell.
Are you here, Gehrman? No? Not deigning to grace us with your presence this stream, huh? Did I find any? I did not find any blood chunks. That's definitely what I meant to say there. Let's get some more bowl papers. And some more fire paper. Why not? Alright, back to burger time. Bees, Churger, and Free Freeze. Hello, Vosier. Hope I pronounced that correctly. Thanks for tuning in. You're about to watch us fight this boss. This is Master Willem, the head of Byrgenwerth College, but he's not doing so hot right now. He's basically catatonic. He's pointing at the lake. The big ol' moon. Alright. Huge, super, ultra massive trypophobia warning. It's starting now. So this is Rom. These are her spider buddies. You want to get rid of the spider buddies before you go after the boss proper. You don't want to get sniped by one while you're busy. Just gotta be patient. And everything will work out just fine, at least for this first phase. Now, after you attack Rom, after you deal enough damage, she'll start to teleport away. But, if you can manage to squeeze in just enough damage during that time, you'll cancel the teleport for a little bit, until you get more hits in. So I'm gonna try my best to do that, but we'll see how that works out with this weapon. It didn't. I couldn't get the charge off in time. That's fine. This fight's just gonna go a little longer is all. Also, now Rama's gonna start attacking us. So you want to try and keep her in your sights while you're locked onto other things. Her attacks are relatively easy to dodge for the most part, but they do a lot of damage, so you don't want to get hit by them. Can I get close to a spider? Nice. I didn't know these things could drop items, I'll be honest. Interesting. I've never used that weapon. I'm just gonna keep my health topped up, I think. I wonder if the whip would help me out any. Not especially. Yeah, actually, that sounds not great. Taking longer than I would like. Whew. Oh yeah, the snakes are just always the worst. I don't like ignoring the spiders. It leaves me feeling very exposed. Ow. Get back here. Okay, I just can't deal enough damage with the threaded cane to cancel her teleport. That's fine, I guess. leaving yourself open, idiot. Try and stay out of range of that. I am not forgetting her wiggles, believe me. You could stop doing this attack for 2 seconds. I bet they could. I don't have those yet, though. I'm not gonna get them for a bit. Alright, Dak. Good riddance. First try wrong. Ah. So this lady over here, the game would otherwise not tell you this directly unless you get to the very bottom of the Chalice dungeon. This is wrong. This is Yharnam. She's the woman that the city was named after. She's kind of important to the backstory, and she's also not having a good time. She's not having a good day. Feel kind of bad. Ritual secret broken. Seek the nightmare newborn. I bet you thought we were playing gothic horror game this whole time, huh? Nope. It's been cosmic horror this entire time. Yes, I have the tonsil stone. Good. Since I'm right here, I'm just gonna let myself get grabbed.
Oh, Amygdala. Oh, Amygdala. Have mercy on the poor bastard.
I did forget to use the lantern, but it's fine. I'll be back here later anyway. Oopsie. We find ourselves in the lecture building, which is an ominous thing to name a place in this universe. This used to be a part of the main Byrgenwerth school, I think, but it was sectioned off and moved somewhere else, is the best way I have to describe it.
What a joy it is to behold the divine. It must be such a pleasure. You're in my debt, you know. You're nigh on a beast of the field. But here you are, treading a measure with the gods.
Yes,
Are your
exactly.
feet as fat as your wits?
What if we took the lecture hall
Take the plunge
and pushed it somewhere
Throw
else?
yourself to the wolves. Are you?
Okay, talk to you later, Patches. Is there anything down here? There is nothing down here. That's fine. Never opens from this side. Bamboozled us again. No, it looks like they're doing all kinds of weird, nasty shit here. Those are eyes. Ugh. I think I just now noticed that. Yes, good. Thank you for writing that down. Ah! I forgot about this man. That's a slime scholar. That's the actual name of the enemy. They're very funny. I'll take that. Need it for later. A variant of the student uniform, just in case. That door will lead out and somewhere else, but I'm not done looking around here yet. The Gudens, that's a pretty good name. Honestly, out of Gudent and Slime Scholar, I'm not sure which is funnier. Some lovely red jelly. It's not actually jelly. Don't look any closer at the icon. It's fine. Don't worry about it. There's a lot of them in here. There's like upwards of 15. So I'm just gonna let them pile up at the entrance and whip them from a safe distance. Safe-ish. Let's not die. Pretty staggerable with this weapon, I'm noticing. Alright, y'all, settle down. Said settle down. Yeah, these two snoozers over here. Good luck, Vosier. You got this. I'm assuming by your comments that you've played Bloodborne before, so you got it. You know what to do. You already know how to fight Rom. You're like right where I am. That's fun. Probably for the best. Oh, nice. The Augur of Abraiatos lets you do that. That forward shooting tentacle attack that the NPC hunter in the Byrgenwerth College did to us. So that's fun. I think the minimum maximum arcane stat you need for any of those hunter tools is like 15. It's only really practical on like New Game Plus and stuff. Yes, the big slappy. I'm fairly confident I'm missing a room. It might be up here though. Yeah, here it is. Hey, bud. Nice try. Yeah, you know, the round room that all colleges have, where you sit around a circular pillar and... you know. Alright, now we can leave. We can't access the second floor as of yet, but we will be able to later. Sorry to hear that, Vosier. Not the easiest boss. Oh. Welcome to the Nightmare Frontier. It's exactly what it sounds like. It's awful. Oh, that's no fun. Before we poke around here anymore, there's a couple things I want to do topside. Oh, the musical chairs room. I should have guessed. That's right. So now that the blood moon's out, the sky here has changed, which is definitely not ominous at all. And the background music is different.
Welcome home. What is it you desire? Very well, let me stand close. Good hunter, your presence somehow soothes. I sense the ancient echoes. They course your veins.
Well, thanks.
Farewell, good hunter. May you find your worth.
Still don't have enough chunks. Yeah, before I go... Yeah, you got this. You can do it. We believe in you. Before we, Words. Before I go look around in the Nightmare Frontier, there's a couple errands I want to do topside. And once I do those, I'll quit out of the game real quick and play through that offline. Because the Nightmare areas are popular PvP spots. And I don't want to have to deal with that on stream. So I simply won't. Unfortunately, this is Gilbert. He's just a beast now. So we gotta put him out of his misery. I'm sorry, Gilbert. You deserve better, buddy. So, now that the blood moon is out, Yharnam's not looking so hot. There's not one, I'm sorry to say. Alright, next we need to go back to the Forbidden Woods. Yeah, I really like what the Bloodborne PSX demake did with Gilbert. That was pretty cool. I haven't, played through that, but I've seen videos and stuff. It's pretty cool. By the way, Chibi, if you haven't played the Bloodborne PSX demake, you should totally do that. It's really good. And it's just the opening Central Yharnam area, so it's only like a few hours long. Excuse me, fellas. Excuse me. Coming through. Bye. Legit Bloodborne cart looks so sick. I have not played Elden Ring yet, but I am looking forward to it. Well, whoever's in there isn't having a good time. Alright, now we're gonna go down this path. Yeah, they all have, these games all have the same general framework, but mechanically they tend to be pretty different. They're all good for their own reasons. Also, bet you thought you weren't gonna get a poison swamp, huh? Too bad, asshole, we're getting a poison swamp. Alright, I don't really want to deal with anything here, and none of the items are especially good, so I'm just gonna run. I'm just gonna run and hope for the best. That worked out. Time to climb the snake eater ladder. Also, I will say, y'all, you two, that I would consider Dark Souls 3 to be by far the most difficult games. By far the most difficult game in the Dark Souls trilogy. So you might want to go back and play the first two, or even just Dark Souls 1, to familiarize yourself more with how those games work, if you haven't done that already. And they're also, you know, they're also good games in their own right, so. So says this bird. Anyway, check it out. We're back here somehow. What a silly shortcut. I'm half convinced that FromSoft just put this here to flex, because come on. There is more stuff to look at here, though. Besides just that silly, silly shortcut. Brain sucker. Is it just me, or is this ladder weirdly missable? Like, I did straight up miss it my first time through this game. I did not see it. Alright, buddy. Settle down. Sorry, my brethren. It must be done. Thanks for the pebble, though. We find ourselves in the back entrance of Iosefka's clinic, and for some reason that gave us some insight. There's a celestial emissary here. That's what those enemies are called. I spoiled the surprise out of habit, I guess. And it drops Iosefka's blood vial. The implications are troubling. Canehurst summons. An old blood-stained summons inviting an honored guest to the forsaken Castle Canehurst. Rather bafflingly, it is addressed to you. Do not hesitate. The stagecoach leaves from Hemwick Crossing. That at least gives us a hint on what to do with that. We're not going to Canehurst right now. I just wanted to pick up that letter, so I don't have to worry about it later. Alright. Let's look around elsewhere here. This isn't a very big place, so it's not going to take too long. Communion. That is more max blood vials, I think. Gonna want to put that on straight away. Nothing down here. If you come here before the blood moon, then you have to fight Iosefka's imposter, and she's really, really hard, so you want to wait until afterwards. But doing that does, unfortunately, leave her in a rather bad position. She's not having a good time right now.
God, I'm nauseous. Have you felt this? It's progressing. I can see things. I knew it. I'm different. I'm no beast. Oh, God, it feels awful. But it proves that I'm chosen. Don't you see how they writhe inside my head? It's rather rapturous. God, I'm nauseous. It's progressing.
She's not having a good time. Hey, Vosier, congratulations. We'll just put her out of her misery real quick. We've got another third of the umbilical cord. A great relic, also known as the Cord of the Eye, that's etc. Provost Willem sought the cord in order to elevate his being and thoughts to those of a great one, by lining his brain with eyes, whatever that means, the only choice he knew if man were to ever match their greatness. We'll hold on to that, and get out of here. Okay. I need to use the restroom real quick. I'll be right back. I'm back. Sorry about the sound. Do I have enough echoes to level up?
Very well.
Yes. One more point of strength, I'll take it. Or skill.
Farewell, good hunt. May you...
Have fun with that. Let me get my insight back down and also change around my runes. +3, hell yeah. And then I'll put arcane. No, actually, I want frenzy resistance. That would be very helpful. Now let's get some more paper. Yeah, I'm gonna need antidote and also sedatives. Can I buy sedatives? They're not cheap, but I can fix that. No, I can't buy them yet. Alright, I'll just have to deal. Alright. I don't know that I'll be able to finish the Nightmare Frontier tonight, but I will do my best to get as far through it as I can. We'll be down there later. Don't you worry about that. There's a lot of these wandering nightmares here, but oh shit! I completely forgot. I need to quit out real quick and turn and play offline. Don't want to deal with that. I'll just take a second. RIP Japan Studio. I mentioned this earlier. The nightmare areas are popular PvP spots. I don't want to deal with that shit. so I'm not gonna. Okay. Call outpost wooden shield. Anyway, as I was saying, there's a lot of wandering nightmares here, but the vast majority of them just drop bloodstone shards. So like if you're trying to get another weapon up to where your main one is, cool, but I'm not. So what? I don't see how that missed. I hit him dead on. Y'all saw that. Rude. Quite rude. Don't worry about the glowy green cave. That's just a shortcut for later. Y'all don't take a lot of damage, huh? There's two of you. Okay, you take a little more damage from the whip. Not much, though. Forgot there was two of them. Speaking of two of them, there are some NPC hunters here. And I would like to get rid of this one before the other one shows up. Gascoigne 1v. Well, he's here. There's one. Oh, he's got the cane too. Isn't that nice for him? Alright, buddy, you've made your point. See you later, Paarl. Thanks for watching. Just some lead elixirs. How dare you? I forget what those even do. I think it makes it easier to parry at the cost of, like, making you move slower. Something like that. Anyway, this place is... fitting for the name, this place is kind of a nightmare to navigate. Now he's all the way in there, I can't plunge attack him. Dang. Ow. That was stupid of me. He's dead. Yep. Ah, that's it. Okay. I don't really use it. That's why I was having trouble remembering what it did. Don't mind the boulders, I'll deal with that in a minute. if a boulder lands directly on top of your head before hitting the ground, there's a good chance that it will kill you from full HP. I know that's definitely true in New Game Plus, so, you know, don't let that happen. It'd be very bad for everybody. Damn it. Also, their hitbox is stupid. Well, I'm not getting that item, whatever he dropped. Yep. Don't fall. Almost just ran right off. Thank you for all the lead elixirs I'm definitely going to use. It's weirdly easy to stagger them, thankfully. Thanks to the bloodstone shards, shithead. I don't like those things, if you couldn't already tell. Handy dandy shortcut. Up here there's a bigger wandering nightmare that can actually fend for itself. They drop the good stuff here. But even still, those are just twin shards and not chunks. I need chunks! I demand chunks! Chunks for the chunk god. Blood for the blood throne, however it goes. I have never interacted with a single second of Warhammer media in my entire life, and I'm not about to start. Blood for the Bloodborns. Don't want to go that way just yet. Yeah, the whole blood for the blood god thing, that's from Warhammer. I think specifically it's from Warhammer 40,000, which is like the grimdark sci-fi future setting, version of the setting. Actually, I think that's where the term grimdark comes from too, is Warhammer 40,000. Might be wrong on that. But what I'm not wrong on is getting that rune. So, for those of you who don't know, going back to Demon's Souls, there's always a spot in these games where patches will try and lure you to an item with a bunch of sparklies or, you know, something similar. They'll be like, hey, there's a bunch of cool shit down there. And then you go get it, and then he knocks you down into a hole. And usually it's very dangerous. So, and also the items are usually not that great to begin with. There's like one or two exceptions. I really don't want to mess with this. You can't make me. I don't wanna. Tell you what, I'll go clear out the lower area. And then we can worry about it. How's that? I'll clear out the swamp and then I'll get knocked down into it. I'm not gonna shoot him. I'm not gonna shoot him. Be careful. These things can inflict rapid poison on you. Oh, I'm gonna have to deal with that in a minute. Not that corner, TV. I'm about to be there soon-ish. Ugh. I'm gonna put on Gascoigne stuff. Just so I have a little bit more poison resist to work with. Not a lot, mind you. Uh-oh. Boulder Man noticed me. I'm out. Ow! Got hit anyway. Antidotes. Alright, I'm gonna ignore all these jabronis. Go take care of Rockman real quick. Rockman and Forte. There's a decent possibility that the side item you're talking about is just the lens flare from the swamp water. I'm gonna check, I just need to get rid of this dude first so he's not bothering me. Go away! Hey, nice one, Voicy. Voicier. I'm not sure how to pronounce your username, but good for you. Yoo-hoo! Let's just jump into it. I'm gonna be honest, I don't like stealthing it. I just prefer to kill her and get it out of the way. But, I'll cross that bridge when I get to it. Let me up. Come on, there's another dude over here. Might as well kill him. Fair. If you look closely, those horrible wriggling things on its underbelly are messengers. I don't know what that means, but I don't like it. Stop it! Don't like that. Jesus Christ. Where are you assholes coming from? Why am I bothering with fighting you? Go away. Ugh. Miserable. Good luck. All right. Yeah, I remember there being a path up here. Not up here? Near here. Near replicant. I'll be having that. Here we go. Yoink. Yeah, it is a little bit. I'm kind of worried about this boss, I'm gonna be honest, because he's hard to hit in the best of circumstances. See that thing? That thing is a lovely enemy called a Winter Lantern. Just being in its line of sight will fill up your frenzy meter constantly. And it also has a grab attack that does a lot of damage. So, you know, fun all around. Got it though. There's another one down in a swamp section further ahead. No. Yes, I got the bloodstone chunks. There's only like 5 or 6 Winter Lanterns in the whole game, and God, they're dangerous. They're so dangerous. One of the most terrifying enemies in any of these games. Thank you. I wasn't sure I was gonna get that. You can hear it singing. That other one. If we were to fall for Patch's trap, we would be knocked down close to, but not right in front of, that other Winter Lantern. There's a reason they're called Winter Lanterns. I forget what it is exactly. It has to do with like flowers or something. There's a Zuli the Witch video on it. You can go watch it. I recommend you do. She makes great videos. Boss is that way. We're not doing that just yet. There's stuff in this horrible swamp. I think there was a nightmare back here, but it died. Or it teleported away. I'm gonna get the shortcut, relax. I've played this game before. Oh, you dropped down. Okay. I'm sorry if I'm traumatizing you. Anyway, that's a shortcut. There's a cheesy, like... Hey, congrats, Bossier. About to do that here in a second. There's a cheesy, speedrunnery way you can get down to this... You can fall down this elevator shaft and get the shortcut early. And it's apparently not that hard, but I haven't done it, and I'm not interested in that sort of thing. I just don't want to. And I'll be honest, I don't want to deal with this swamp either, so I'm not gonna. There's like a hunter tool down there, down where the winter lantern is, but unless you're trophy hunting, I'm not gonna do that. I'll mention it if I do. I think I'll be fine, but I appreciate the offer. I'm gonna head back to base. And, resupply, level up some, you know the drill. Yeah. And there's like some other stuff down. Unless there are bloodstone chunks down there, I really don't want to bother. I'll be perfectly honest.
Welcome. What is it? Very well. Let me stand close.
Nice. Vitality and skill both at 30.
Farewell, good hunter. May you find your worth in the waking world.
Thank you. Okay, good. I don't want to bother with that place. It's just soup hell. Yes! Threaded cane plus 7, let's go! Okay. Don't need the frenzy resist. Let's do... I think some of this boss's attacks count as arcane, but you really don't want to get hit by those to begin with, so I'm just going to put Lake on. Okay. We'll get there when we get there. It's not going to be for a while yet. I'm hoping it does. I'm guessing it'll be easier to hit with the whip, but we'll see. Excuse me. Oh, I missed that. That's fine. If I die, I'll get it. His hands will explode, then after the knockback will happen. So don't run out to the back. Good to know. This dude's hard to fight. I'm gonna have to fight him again Saturday. Oh. Trypophobia warning and all that. He's a big boy and he got too many eyes on him face. So now that counts as a hit. this is incredibly easy to hit. Okay, let's go. You can technically hit this dude's body, but like, he'll take scratch damage from it. You basically need to hit his head. Oh my god, a stagger? Let's go. I forgot to put on bolt paper. If you're wondering, bolt does extra damage to cosmic enemies like this thing here. The Amygdala that Patches insists on pronouncing Amygdala for whatever reason. Ow. Get out of the danger zone. So he can shoot laser beams, so you know, don't let that hit you. No! I got caught up in his gross head vomit. Ugh. It got a lot harder to hit in the second phase all of a sudden. I'll just leave my whip out, it's fine. Oh, I need to drop down onto that thing, that's right. That's how you get it. I know how to play video games. Oh, it's just lit elixirs. I'm not gonna use those. Yes, thank you for pointing out the obvious, GP. I appreciate it. No thanks, buddy. Alright, take two. Hopefully this one goes better. I almost got him first try, and he opens up with lasers. That's cool. See what you're doing? I need to get out of this corner before I die in it. if you could behave yourself. Okay. Jesus. Whew. 2 tries. And for a reward, we get the Ailing Lauren Chalice. Or Laron. No, Bloodborne's a little bit nicer than that. So that was all technically optional. We didn't have to do any of that. But we did it, and I'm glad we did it. Scratch that off the list. Need a constant supply of bolt paper. Yo, Gehrman. You here, bud? No.
Welcome home. What is it you desire? Very well, let me stand close.
1 point of strength. Thanks very much.
Farewell. May you find your worth in the waking world.
Okay. Before we sign off for today, I'm gonna go grab the lantern in the area we're supposed to be going to. And that'll fill out stream time for tonight. I'm not looking forward to fighting that dude again in the Chalice Dungeons on Saturday. That's gonna be miserable. Spot what? What are y'all talking about? I've missed a little bit of chat, obviously. Oh. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. We'll see. We'll see when that happens. Oh, are you okay? Okay, they're not gonna bother me. Good. Hey, Eileen. Eileen's not doing so well.
Oh. Is that you again? I'm afraid I've made a bit of a blunder. I'm just going to have a short rest. Though, don't worry. I've taken blood. Enough to save an old woman. No more dreams for me. This is my last chance. What a fool I am. I'll have to tread carefully. But that thing still lies in wait. Turn back. This is my score to settle. My prey lies in wait this way. Turn back. This is my score to settle.
So now that the blood moon has risen, Eileen is wounded here because she was fighting an enemy hunter in there. The Bloody Crow of Canehurst, to be specific, and we're not ready for that. He's like one of the hardest opponents in this game, straight up. But she'll be fine. She won't be doing great, but you know, she'll live. So we're just gonna come back to that later. Yes, Bloody Crow of Pain hurts. By the way, you ever notice how the blood moon looks so big and like it's so close? That's because that's a 3D model, and it is actually close. Which is terrifying. Again, there's a Zuli the Witch video on that. But yeah, that's a 3D model. And I forgot about these dudes entirely. Whoops. I was gonna come fight these dudes way later, but I just forgot about them, I'll be honest. The guy with the nitrous is a problem, but this dude is an asshole because he does not stop shooting. Ever. Alright, buddy. Will you hold still? Ah, this dude sucks. Stop shooting me. Here, you asshole. Thanks for not ever riposting me, ever. That was a great sequence. God, this thing's too slow. Just barely. Does not help to dodge directly into that. Piss off. Rude. There is not still a kidnapper here. That just gives, like, bloodstone shards and stuff. It's not terribly concerned about it. Hey, bud, wanna come over here? Ow. Alright. You've had your fun. Thanks for the blood vials. Come on. Come on. Ow. Ask and you shall receive. Nice, that still counted somehow. Yeah, kinda. But I like to think I know my way around it pretty okay, sometimes. Do not want to get grabbed by the man this time. I'll just pass him by. Alright. gotta get to the lantern and then I'll be fine. Alright, back to base. We'll deal with this later. I think I have enough cold blood items lying around that I should be able to get a level up. Just so I'm not sitting on so many blood echoes. This should be enough.
Welcome. What? Very well.
Yeah, here we go.
Farewell.
It's funny you mentioned that, Vosier. Like, I'm just about to end the stream, so good timing on that. Anyway, good night. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Let me check for Gehrman real quick. Yoo-hoo! Still not here. I know it's only like a 10% chance for him to show up, but like I just haven't been getting any good luck at all on that front. Alright, so I'll return with this playthrough next Wednesday, but this Saturday I will be going back into the Chalice Dungeons. So look forward to that. If you celebrate Thanksgiving, then I hope you have a good Thanksgiving tomorrow. If not, then I hope you have a good day, and thanks for watching.